People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did.
Diane, Martha's been a great mum to Clark Kent. And I say mum, not mom.
I like mum.
But it's not your parenting's fault, but boy, he keeps getting in trouble. And he keeps getting you in trouble as well.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I think she kind of saw this coming. I think she was very concerned about people being jealous of him and competition that was not healthy, possibly. Themes that were visited in the first film and back when he was in school days. And we see the temptation to have revenge be the motivating factor behind his use of powers. And I think that was their greatest moral triumph, is that they managed to have their son not succumb to the more human use of that type of power, you know.
And as in this film, when we see how he's been canonized after Man of Steel, the huge statue, the Heroes Park, the memorial, those values that you've instilled are really crucial. Otherwise, he'd be spinning out of control at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think your character views the way that Superman's been perceived by the world in this film?
My inner visual is Atlas. I just think he's carrying an unfair amount on his shoulders. And I think she's worried about his heart underneath all of that weight. And that's her priority. That's her instinctual concern above and beyond anything else. That's what is sacred about being a mother, and that is instinctively what men know is the ultimate love that they should have, could have, or did have, was the one from their mother. Or you could just wind up in the shrink's office, but that's another story.
That's the same empathy that you're showing for Lois as the film reaches its conclusion as well. I think there's a really touching relationship that's obviously formed between those characters.
Yes.
But we see the depth of it, and
they protect each other, and they nurture each other, and they inspire each other.
Two fantastic actors bringing that relationship to life as well.
Yes.
It's something really, really nice to see.
I'm so proud of this movie. I think it accomplished everything it set out to do, and it was a tall order.
Indeed. I mean, at a time when there's continued discussion about the roles for women in Hollywood, it's great to see a tentpole film with strong female characters in it. And Holly Hunter is, only helps to bolster that.
That's true, and I'm a Holly fan.
I mean, to some extent, your role is a mum, so that is, it's not new ground being forged for actresses. But there's it feels like in this film it's being handled with a different sensibility to a typical blockbuster. Is it a Zach thing, do you think?
Well, he did that great film The Watchmen, and it is very much his wheelhouse, if you will. He wants to analyze the psyche of these larger-than-life entities, because underneath all of that, what could possibly be motivating? What could possibly be their excuse to perceive things the way they do in order to dare to do the things that they do? I mean, in the midst of all this is a psychopath. So you kind of have to say, well, compared to what? You know, I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of the Justice League coming in to play. We're going to have how many heroes and how many villains running around? I'm going to learn a lot, because these are the three that I knew. These are the three that I grew up with. Wonder Woman and Batman, and I don't see Robin. I hope he makes a debut.
Could be you.
And Superman. That'd be interesting.